What's going on, y'all? What's really going on? Just here for Ice Bag Sports. You bag the ice, we bring the sports. Tonight, I'm bringing the sports. Um, Listen, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I tweeted it 23 hours ago. Not from the Ice Bag account. Make sure you follow us, Ice Bag Sports, on Twitter and Instagram as well, at Ice Bag Sports. Uh, 23 hours ago, I said my thoughts on the Deion Sanders to Colorado situation coming soon. That was 23 hours ago. I tweeted that 23 hours ago because I wanted to take my time on this. This is, in my opinion, a pretty impactful moment in college football. Um, here at Icebag Sports, we cover everything. Professional football, NFL, college football, professional basketball in the NBA, overseas, tennis, golf, women's basketball, Olympics, whatever you want to call it, right? For those of you that don't know, legendary NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders has been coaching at the iconic HBCU. For those that are unaware, HBCU, that is the category for historically black college or university, black college and university. He's been coaching at Jackson State for the last couple of years, not even 4 years. I don't believe. Deion Sanders, he's brought a lot of money into Jackson State, which is in Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi. A lot of folks know that area and that community is struggling right now. There's no way around that. They're having a water issue similar to Flint. Their water is dirty. People living in homes, apartments, condos, duplexes, houses, mobile homes, and their water is dirty. It's not clean. Mind you, this is a primarily black community. Just thought I'd put that out there. And Deion Sanders, former NFL player, All Pro, college football legend at Florida State. He's been coaching there. He's brought a lot of money in, a lot of sponsors. He shined a light on this historically black university in Jackson, Mississippi, the Deep South. The Deep South. I've been to Mississippi. I know about the Deep South, all right? It's different down there. I'm born and raised in California. The South, it's different. The news just broke yesterday after Jackson State won their championship for their conference, SWAC. I believe it stands for Southwest Athletic, Conference, something like that. And rumors have been swirling for the last week, I'd say, about Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State and going to a big school, going to a big university. In college football, what's considered a big school or big university? That would be like a USC, a Texas, where else? A UCLA, a Oregon. These are considered big schools, big universities, especially when it comes to NCAA athletics, when it comes to college sports. Unfortunately, uh, historically black and universities and colleges, they have never really been considered big schools. A lot of legends come out of these colleges and universities, but they're not considered big schools or big universities. Very popular within the black community. Howard University, Spelman, Morehouse. A lot of prominent um, folk that exude black excellence come from these communities, these universities, these colleges. And Deion Sanders, up until a few hours ago, was not only the head coach, but seem to be in it for the long run. The whole reason for this video is, first of all, everybody has an opinion, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's like gas. We all get gas. I get gas. Y'all get gas. Y'all have opinions. I have opinions. I need to share my opinion, and I'll keep it short. Hopefully, if you're listening to this, you're driving, road trip, driving to work, driving home from work, picking up the kids, whatever it is. Justice here, Ice Bag Sports is always here for that. Here's the problem with the Deion Sanders situation. Him leaving in HBCU, him leaving the Deep South in Jackson, Mississippi, him leaving a legendary and historical black university to go coach in Colorado. I'll say it again. He committed himself to a legendary, an iconic, and a historically relevant black university founded by our ancestors, my ancestors, you know what I'm saying? And he left to go coach in Colorado. Colorado? Colorado's going to pay Deion Sanders $5 million a year. Jackson State was paying Deion Sanders $300,000 a year. Obviously, there's a big difference there. For me, I'm not mad at $300,000. $300K a year? I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? $5 million? I'm not mad at it. But the reason, I think, because there's two sides to this right now. There's a lot of people who are like, you know what? We knew Deion was gone. We knew he was leaving. He was out of there. He's going to get paid. He deserves it, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the people who are on my side, or the side that I'm on, and it's more of a, where's the commitment? Where's the loyalty? Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, as they call him, sat down with 60 Minutes earlier this season and talked about his commitment to the school, to the university, to Jackson, Mississippi, that community. They talked about and praised all the accolades that the school has received since he got there. They talked about all the sponsors and sponsorships and the money flowing into Jackson, Mississippi, and how games have been sold out. Celebrities have been at these games. Rappers, musicians, actors, actresses showing up in Jackson, Mississippi, all thanks to the presence of Deion Sanders. And it helps that they've gone undefeated this season. That helps as well. Winning football always helps. Here's my issue. There was no respect in the way Deion Sanders did this. Deion Sanders and Jackson State, they won their game. He gets on a private jet, hops on the PJ, and heads to Colorado. Gets on Instagram, puts on his story, him on the PJ, him on the private chartered flight to Boulder, Colorado. This man didn't even commit 5 years to Jackson State. Not even 5 years. He talked about how much he loved the community, how much he loved the history behind all of the HBCUs, how iconic, how legendary schools like Jackson State are. And then he leaves. Now, he was going to leave eventually. I think we all knew this. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. There's not a problem with him leaving, but now already? It's only been 2 or 3 years. I think this might be his 3rd year. I'll have to fact check that. But he hasn't even been there 5 years, y'all. That's okay. And a lot of people are saying, hey, get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Get the money. They're going to pay you. dog, if he would have stayed 5 years, he was going to get paid anyway. This man played 10 plus years in the NFL at a high level and then went to work for the NFL network. He's not broke. He's not homeless. He has a celebrity wife. They're doing okay financially. You mean to tell me he couldn't work with making $300,000 a year? That was a problem for him? Just to at least see one graduating class of his football players? Nah, man. No. I think it's disrespectful. Uh, I think I think he was wrong. I think he was wrong. Like I said, I don't have a problem with him leaving because that was going to happen already. That was obvious. The team went undefeated. Clearly, he can coach. I have a problem with how he did it. You don't leave right after the game, man. You don't tell the athletic director of your historical, legendary, iconic black university before the game or the day of your conference championship game. You don't just commit 2 to 3 years. Most college football players, most college athletes, period, play 4 to 5 years, depending on if they don't play their freshman year. He didn't even stay 5 years before he jumped ship and said, you know what, 300,000, I'm cool. Let me go to Colorado where it snows a lot. Mind you, Deion's from Florida. I'm going to go to Colorado for 5 years. They're going to give me $5 million a year. I'm going to make $5 million for five every year. I don't think that's right. Now, I'm not here to sway your idea or your thought. I just feel like this needed to be said and needed to be heard. Because there's a lot of people saying, hey, I'm happy for Deion. He told y'all he wasn't going to stay. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And it's like, bruh, I understand that. Most people don't stay at the same job forever. You don't stay at the same gig forever. You don't stay in the same career forever. But you give it some time. Especially when it comes, he recruited kids to his school to go there. He recruited top high school football players that could have already just went to a Alabama. They could have went to a USC, a UCLA. But instead they said, nah, Deion, you know what I mean? I'm going to show you some love. I'm going to come ball out in Jackson, Mississippi. And Deion said, yeah, come ball out. And then he bailed out. I don't have much more to say regarding the scenario. Uh, Deion Sanders didn't break any laws. He's not a criminal. I don't hate him. But I do think he went about this the wrong way. I do think this move at this time is very disrespectful to Jackson State. And I think it's just a shame that this had to happen to a HBCU. It's a shame when it happens to any college or university, but a historically black college or university, this is what you do? Just treat them as a stepping stone to go coach in Colorado? I don't have anything else to say. Y'all know me. Just y'all know where to find me. Follow Icebag Sports on Twitter, Instagram. That's at Icebag Sports. And keep it locked in.